over my 3 years, this is definitely the most seniors I've had so far, with 17 seniors on stage today. You can tell who they are because they're not wearing their usual band uniforms. They're wearing their own stylish clothes, even though I find the tux is very stylish, but it's just me. But they've been with me for 3 years. They've put in tons of work, and they're responsible for a lot of the changes that you see tonight and the last couple of years. This group in front of you, the Wind Ensemble, went to District Festival this year, and for the first time in 13 years got a 1. They were straight ones, which is extremely hard to do for us. A lot of the kids you see before you were my leaders from the moment I took this job, and helped the transition and helped bought in to make this band what it is. And no matter what happens in the future, they are the ones who laid the groundwork for where this program is going. So it's kind of cool to see them, and to hopefully they'll keep in touch with me so I know what they're doing in the future, and hopefully they keep playing in some way, shape, or form. Not everyone has to be a music major, but all of these kids should be playing somewhere or doing something, pep band, concert bands, marching bands, something. So I'm going to harass them about that every once in a while. So, anyways, our tradition here is to give out blankets, senior blankets. So I'm going to call each one up here. They're going to stand up here, and then we'll applaud them all at the end. You can applaud them in between too. I'm not going to play, but there's a lot of them. So let's start with our bass clarinet player, Alex Arnold. Next up, one of our clarinet players, Tiffany Atwood. Let me switch and go here. That would make more sense. Okay. Next up, a flute player, Cheyenne Becker. We'll work this out by the end of it. Next up, Gabby Bravo, one of our clarinet players. One of our multi-talented, who's involved in every aspect of the music department, Talia Cruz. Next up, Alex Twitch Danifel. He has lots of good one-liners and comments throughout the rehearsals. I'll miss that. One of our flute players, one of our senior leaders for sure, Susana Delgado. Sometimes silent, but usually comical, Matthew Garcia on saxophone. Yeah, thanks. Dan Gary's so weird, I'm sorry. On tuba, Miranda Golke, another one who's everything. On tenor saxophone, Joe Gonzalez. I'll come to you because it's starting to get a far walk here. One of our drum majors, percussionist, Morgan Hall. Another drum major, but clarinet player, also involved in lots of different musical ensembles, Bethany Jones. Another person who's involved in tons of ensembles, our baritone player and spiffy dresser alike, Dylan Kerfoot. Okay, next up, one of our percussionists, Nicholas Kodal. Our multi-talented bassoon / clarinet player, Julie Nijun. I have never got her name. I'll explain it in a second. I'd like to say that the kids put up with me not being able to pronounce anything for the love of my life, and I'm very sorry, Julie. I'm even dating a speech pathologist, and I still can't speak. I'm very, very sorry. Thanks, guys. Next up, on alto saxophone, the comical, funny, yet talented Sarah Rich. And last but not least, our senior percussionist who's actually writing the cadence this year for Tulip Time, which is pretty cool, Avery Wilson. Here are your 17 seniors in the Howlin' High Band. Okay, thank you. Wait.
Okay, we have a gift for Mr. Bogue, but first we're gonna let some people say some stuff. Like stories.
Say some stuff.
Stories. Okay, yeah, Cheyenne first.
Mr. Bogue, you have made this band so much better than it used to be, and we got straight ones this year, and I'm really proud of that. Thank you.
So, I've been playing the tuba for like about 2 years, 2 years and a half, and it's been, sorry if I start crying, but it's been like really challenging those 2 years. I know something that's like, it's called, what my neurologist calls it, mega migraines, and I missed about 30 days of school last year, and I just thought like I'd always have like pain in my life and everything, but Mr. Bogue, Mr. Ryko, and Dr. Southern from Hope College, they like go talk to me and told me that I had like so much potential. So, sorry. Last year I like completely changed my life around. I like became a vegetarian and I started like that was a big change and I love meat. But this year I've only had about 8 migraines, and that's like going from like having like 3 to 4 a week to like only like 8 within like months. It's like a huge change, and I'd just like to thank them for supporting me with that, and I'd just like to thank all you guys for being here and supporting the band.
Hi, Mr. Bogue. I don't have any embarrassing stories, but I'd really like to say that I'm really glad you were chosen to be our new band director, because you have made us a lot better than we were in the past, and I thank you for that, and we are great musicians today because of you.
I wasn't going to cry, but Miranda started crying, but it's okay. So,
Mr. Bogue, I just wanted to say that I'm really glad you became our band director. And I know we used to fight a lot and stuff. But like, I don't know, like... I really like you now, and you're really cool, and I'm really gonna miss you.
So, you know how last year we had a whole bunch of fruit flies in our band locker room? Well, during band camp, I found a cantaloupe in a plastic bag on the side of the road. So I put it in a locker. And it rotted, and it filled the band locker room with fruit flies. So now you know.
My name's Tiffany Alwood, and one thing I'd like to say about myself that relates to band is I'm very injury prone. And the reason this relates is I always tended to get injured during band camp. And so the first year, I believe it was the first year we had Mr. Bogue, I was in band camp, and everybody else was marching, playing fine, and I was out there in a big boot because I had injured my ankle. So I just want to thank you, Mr. Bogue, for putting up with me with all of my injuries and just keeping me, pushing me forward, even though I didn't always want to try, just because it was easier not to. So I have to admit, laziness does come with a price.
So I just wanted to tell Mr. Bogue something. I haven't told you this yet. When we went to festival, I thought I had everything. I seemed to have forgotten my music. I proceeded to play the festival concert from memory. And we got ones. Coincidence? I think not.
Hey, I'd just like to say that Mr. Bogue has been my biggest musical inspiration, and I'm going into music education in college. And having a mentor that is just so great and a percussionist means a lot to me. And I'd just like to talk about the percussion ensemble. Like he said, you know, it was a first-year program full of a lot of freshmen that have never touched a percussion instrument before. And they did an amazing job, and we had a lot of serious times where we worked really hard and Mr. Bogue would push us. But that was one of the most fun ensembles that I've ever played in, and I played in a lot, so you mean a lot to me. Thank you.
All, but we do have something for you, Mr. Bogue, and Sarah is gonna go get that right now. What's that? Okay, don't be creeped out.
Don't be creeped out. I'm looking straight this way.
Okay, you can go any day now. Okay, so we have flowers. That's not the creepy part. Open the card.
Maybe spider.
No, this isn't the creepy part either. No. Okay. So what is it?
It is flowers. There's the wind, not the windmill, the lighthouse.
Okay.
And
Yes.
there's a gift card.
Yep.
To somewhere. A cross.
Yeah.
Yay.
But the only requirement is you have to take your girl out for dinner. I see you. Okay. Anyways, so now we have a different gift for you, and this is our kind of prank-ish thing.
Okay.
So, show. I think you recognize this place, hopefully.
Oh, that's creepy. It's my apartment.
Yeah, so we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, a big round of applause.
let's go ahead and set up for our next piece of music.